Hey guys, welcome back to the Bold Hairspring. As usual, it's me Ivan, and in today's video I'll be showing you another watch by the Italian brand Venezianico. This model is part of their female Redentore collection. It features a beautiful pink dial and an excellent build quality, just like the Nerede Tungsteno I reviewed a couple of months ago. If you're interested in this or any Venezianico watch, you should definitely check their website, as during the Black Friday they have all models on sale with up to 30%. In the case of the 36mm Redentore, we are talking about a final price of €276, which, all things considered, is a very good deal. Another model you might be interested in is their recently released automatic chronograph with Seiko NE86 movement. I'll see if I can borrow one of these for a review, as it looks like it's one of the best chronographs with column wheel and vertical clutch for the money. As always, you can find all the links in the description below. Here is the box the watch came in. As far as I know, all Venezianico watches share the same packaging, and there is nothing bad about it. It's 95% made of recycled paper, it looks good, and it feels good to the touch. Inside you'll find the certificate of authenticity and warranty, a Venice map with the landmarks Venezianico takes inspiration from, and finally there is an invitation card for the Venezianico Facebook group, which is actually not a bad place to talk about watches. Alright guys, let's have a look at the watch itself, and of course we'll start with the dimensions. The case diameter, as mentioned earlier, is 36mm, the lug-to-lug distance is 44.8mm, then we've got the thickness, which is 11.9, and finally the lug width is 28mm. Here is how the watch sits on my wife's 13cm or 5.1 inch wrist. We both think that it looks great and she finds it very comfortable, which I'm not surprised at all, as this bracelet is phenomenal. The total weight of the watch is 122 grams, but to make it fit my wife's wrist I had to remove 7 links, which brought it down to 105. By the way, this watch can be perfectly worn by men. This dial color is a bit feminine, but size-wise, it doesn't look bad at all even on my wrist. As I just said, the Canova bracelet, as they call it, is fantastic. It's 18mm at the lugs, but it tapers down to 16 at the butterfly clasp. All the links are solid and the whole bracelet is just well made and beautifully finished. The vertical brushing and the high polishing are very nicely machined. And overall, my wife and I think it's a great looking bracelet. In fact, I've become a very good fan of it, and it's definitely become one of the highlights of Venezianico watches. Moving on to the case, once again the quality and the finishing are very good. The flanks of the case are brushed, while the top of the lugs and the bezel are high polished. In charge of protecting the dial, we've got a piece of flat sapphire crystal with AR coating on the underside. If you turn the watch around, you'll see the nicely engraved case back with the Basilica del Redentore. Finally, the crown is signed, and while not a screw-in crown, it is very easy to operate. Next, let's have a closer look at the sunray dial, and I'm not sure how much it can be appreciated on camera, but honestly guys, it looks spectacular in person. Under the studio lights it looks a bit darker than it is in real life, but I assure you the color is very pleasant, or shall I say cute, which is how my wife describes it. As you can see, it's a very clean looking dial, there is no date, the indices are applied, and the faceted dolphin hands look razor sharp. There is minimal text, just the branding at 12 o'clock and the word Redentore and Automatico at 6 o'clock. The printing quality of the text is flawless, as you can see, and once again the dial looks very clean, very symmetrical, and very elegant. When it comes to the movement, Venezianico has chosen to go with the Seiko NH35, which, as you know, is a great performing 3Hz caliber with 24 jewels and an expected daily accuracy of -20 to +40 seconds per day. However, with this one specifically, we've been extremely lucky, as it's been running at about 3 seconds fast. It's the date version of the NH35, so it does come with a date ghost position, but that's not a problem at all, as the crown is very easy to grab, and as a result, hand winding the watch and setting the time is not difficult at all. Now that we've discussed the most important aspects of the Venezianico Redentore 36mm, I would like to show you how it fits in my wife's collection. At the moment of recording this video, she owns 3 watches. Her first automatic watch was this Cadison from AliExpress, and she used to wear it a lot, but then I got her the Rado Captain Cook as a birthday present last year, and it became her daily. Finally, she has a Casio Baby G, which was also a birthday gift for me a few years ago, and she wears it mostly when we go cycling or hiking or something like that. Compared to the Cadison and even the Captain Cook, she finds the Venezianico more comfortable, simply because the bracelet can be downsized enough for her wrist, while the others she has no choice but to wear them a bit loose. Finally, she appreciates the lack of date, as she can set the time all by herself without me having to help her. So it's a bit too soon to tell, but it looks like this little Venezianico will be spending a lot of time on her wrist. Guys, before we wrap things up, I want to draw your attention to a couple of other Venezianico models that I consider very interesting. Starting with the 40mm version of the Redentore. I like everything red, so the red dial model looks really nice to me. And then there are the models with a power reserve indicator. The silver dial is sold out, but I'm not surprised, as it's absolutely stunning in my opinion. Then we've got the blue dial, which is also gorgeous, and it's still in stock, but for some reason I suspect it will sell out pretty quickly as well. Last but not least, their Nerede GMT is available for pre-order. It's a great value for money piece with the Seiko NH34 movement. All 4 color variants look really nice, and to be honest, if I were to choose between the Seiko 5 GMT or the Venezianico GMT, I would go with the Venezianico. Don't get me wrong, I reviewed the Seiko 5 GMT and I really liked it, but the Nerede has a much better bracelet and a design which I personally like a bit more. Alright, one more. Call me crazy, but I can't get this watch off my head. The full gold Nerede is pure fun. I was talking to Roberto from their marketing department the other day, and I was telling him that it's the perfect bachelor party watch, so we had a good laugh about it. But you know, it's just so much in your face that it makes you want to have it. So guys, if you have never heard of Venezianico, definitely check them out. As I said in my previous Venezianico review, the brand has come a very long way in the last few years. I'm very impressed with the Tungstena model, and my wife is very impressed with the Redentore, which for €276 sounds like the perfect gift for your wife. And you know what they say, right? Happy wife, happy life. This is the end of today's video, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about Venezianico in the comments below. Happy Black Friday shopping, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.